Chapter 1 introduces us to mitosis, a cell division process that will be occurring in all living things. Mitosis is going to involve the replication and division of the nucleus. That is, the chromosomes that are going to be found within the nucleus will each make a copy of themselves so that at the end of mitosis, there will be two new daughter cells, each with identical genetic material. They're Xerox copies of each other. So previous to the cell dividing, this must take place, and it will result in two new daughter cells that are genetically identical. After this process occurs, you will end up with a cell with two nuclei. What's left to divide is the cytoplasm, and this process is called cytokinesis. So at the end of cytokinesis, the cell will be completely divided and you will have two new identical daughter cells. Now, why does mitosis have to occur? For growth to take place is the first reason. Now, growth, as we are growing, the cells need to divide, and mitosis will produce multiple cells, again, identical to each other. This process starts after the egg is fertilized by the sperm. It will start to divide by mitosis, resulting in an embryo, and it will continue to occur until we die. If you cut yourself, the cells need to be replaced for repair. This is another way that mitosis will be taking place, repair of cellular tissues. And another reason it will occur is for asexual reproduction. This means that reproduction will occur involving just one cell, not two cells as a sperm and an egg from two different organisms. One cell will divide by mitosis to produce two new cells, two new organisms, as would be the case in bacteria, bread mold. So these are producing cells that are identical to each other, but increasing the number of the population by asexual reproduction. Now, when we talk about mitosis, we can divide the process into phases. 4 phases will occur for mitosis: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Interphase is not part of mitosis. At the end of interphase, there will be replication of the genetic material, leading into prophase. But do not confuse interphase as being part of mitosis. Inter means between, like intermission. Interphase is the phase between cell divisions, when the cell has a chance to grow and prepare itself for division. Before we look at the actual phases of mitosis, let's talk about a few of the vocabulary terms and make sure you understand what they mean. When we say chromosome, this is going to be the area found in the nucleus that's going to contain the genetic material, which later on we're going to learn about, DNA. And each individual, each species will have a specific number of chromosomes. In humans, the magic number is 46. Now, I've drawn for you here a chromosome, and this is only going to be visible when the cell is dividing, so only during mitosis will chromosomes be seen. They are going to exist in pairs, which we call homologous. Now, the prefix homo means the same. So a homologous pair would have the same shape, same size, same genetic information. And each of our homologous pairs were obtained, one from your mom and one from your dad. So we have 46 chromosomes, 23 homologous pairs. Okay? So during mitosis, these chromosomes are going to be replicating, and different terms are going to be used to refer to them. When the cell is not dividing, the genetic material is going to appear as long, thin fibers called chromatin. This is the only time you're going to see chromatin in a non-dividing cell. When the cell is getting ready to divide, at the end of interphase, each chromosome will replicate. We don't see the chromosomes yet, though. They're going to still appear as chromatin, long, thin fibers. So each one will replicate and now be referred to as sister chromatids. This is what we have here. They are exact copies of each other. They are held together by this structure called a centromere, and they will be visible during the time mitosis is taking place. I will now bring up a picture that's in your textbook, and we're going to go through the phases of mitosis. Here we have the phases of mitosis. This picture was taken from your textbook on page 8. And as you can see, interphase, the chromatin is duplicating. The centrioles found outside of the nucleus are also replicating. These are going to be critical in forming the spindle, which is a structure that will serve as a scaffolding for the duplicated chromosomes, the sister chromatids, to attach to. So in interphase, the material is still visible, the genetic material is still visible as chromatin. Replication is taking place, so that in prophase, the first phase of mitosis, the sister chromatids are now visible. And this cell, you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sister chromatids. How many homologous pairs? 2. The 2 large are red and a blue, and the 2 smaller ones are red and a blue. You can see the sister chromatids held by the centromere. And you can also see the nuclear material, the nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane starting to break down as the centrioles form the spindle fiber between them. That's prophase. In metaphase, the spindle is completely formed, and you can see the sister chromatids attached, each to a separate spindle fiber, and they line up single file in the middle of the cell. Remember M for middle, for M in metaphase. Now they are getting ready to divide. And in anaphase, the centromeres will split, and the spindle fibers will pull the sister chromatids to opposite ends of the cell. The next phase and the last phase of mitosis is telophase. Now you can see 2 nuclei starting to form, one at each end of the cell, and now the chromosomes, now we can call them chromosomes because they are single again, start to elongate, and they're going to form the chromatin as it was at the beginning. 2 new daughter cells have formed, and each will have the same genetic material as the original mother cell. Each will have 2 pairs of homologous chromosomes. These cells are called diploid. If they have pairs of chromosomes, pairs of homologous chromosomes, they are called diploid. We start with a diploid cell in mitosis, and we will end with 2 diploid cells formed, identical to the original mother cell. That is mitosis.